nieces and nephews, and to my new nieces and nephews, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, guys, welcome back to my kitchen, and I am back. I'm feeling much better. I missed you all, okay? But I saw all your love messages and your inspirational messages. I saw it all. Now, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, today we're going to be making honey wheat rolls, okay? Honey wheat dinner rolls. Okay, you give me a moment. I'm going to do a flip and a swip, and we're going to get started. And you can make these at home yourself. Baking bread isn't hard, okay? I'm going to show you step by step so you can make these for your family and friends. And you know what I always say? Well, keep it to yourself. And these can be frozen, okay? Yes, you can freeze these, okay? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys. Oh, and by the way, today's videos is dedicated to all of my nieces and nephews, okay? So I'm making a shout out to my nieces and nephews. Thank you all. Okay, what we're going to be needing, you're going to need 4.5 cups of sifted wheat flour. I've already sifted this, so we are good to go on that. You're going to need three large eggs, 1/2 stick of butter melted, 1 cup of milk, and this milk needs to be warm. So I'm going to pour my milk into this melted butter, and I'm going to just turn the stove on. Let it get a little bit warm, okay? Just a little bit warm. I don't want it boiling, just want it a little bit warm, because you get it too hot, it'll kill your yeast. I'm going to be using 1/2 cup of 1/3 cup of white sugar and 1/4 cup of honey and my yeast. Now, when it comes to yeast, use 2 tablespoons of active dry yeast. Now, I like buying the little individual packets because in the packet is 2 tablespoons. Because if you buy the jar of yeast, you have to use it all within 6 months. And I don't bake enough bread to go through an entire jar in 6 months. Okay? That's for Little House on the Prairie. Okay, hold on. Let me get everything together. Make sure my milk doesn't get too hot. And I need to run over here and get Ollie Mae. Oh, you can add salt into this. It's up to you. I'm not adding salt because my butter is already salted, okay? But if you use unsalted butter, you're going to have to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. There's no need for me to do that because my butter is salted. The butter and milk is warm, so let's get Ollie Mae over here. Put these over here till I need them. And slide old Ollie Mae. Where's Ollie Mae's partner? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my milk mixture, throw that in there. That over there for a little housekeeping. Gotta have that housekeeping over there. And I'm going to take my sugar. I'm going to add my eggs in here. You can add your eggs one at a time if that's what you prefer. And I'm going to add my honey. Now get your honey to come out the cup. Oh Lord, I don't want to waste nothing. Just put a little oil in it, and it'll come all out, and you get all your goodness. Yep, you'll get all that goodness. Well, some of my goodness seem to want to hang around. My hands are washed. No dirty kitchen here. Now I gotta go wash them again. Okay. Always make sure you keep your hands clean. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this all paddled up and mixed. And I'll be back. Once this is all mixed, we'll move on. Ooh. Didn't attach it right. Bloopers. Come on now. Get on there. Stop tripping. And I'm going to whip all this up. And I'll be right back. Once that's okay, my egg mixture is all mixed. And I'm gonna grab my spoon. See, look at that. You don't see any eggs that are not mixed. My eggs are well blended, as you can see. Oh, that over there, little housekeeping. This got to be housekeeping. Oops, sorry about the noise, guys. I'm gonna grab my yeast. My yeast is ready. It's nice and yeasty, and I can smell it. Get all that goodness out of there. I'm not leaving any goodness. Housekeeping. And I'm gonna mix this yeast together with this. I'm gonna give this about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, I'm going to attach my dough hook now. This is a dough hook because now it's time to start adding my flour. So, got to get the, what's it called? Oh, okay. Start adding my flour. So now it's time to start kneading. Now, I don't add all this in one time. And you definitely gotta make sure that you clean the side of your bowl. Forming my dough ball. Forming my dough ball. And sometimes your dough can be a little wetter, because sometimes it does get a little wetter because of the honey. So you like I said, you can always add, but you can't take out. So I'm at a little bit of flour. I add a little bit of flour. Now I got my dough ball. And what I added just a couple of tablespoons, just about 2 or 3 tablespoons. Now I got my dough ball. Now I'm going to take Alame out of here, and I need to move her. This is the time I really miss my hubby, because he was my lifter. Okay, I'm gonna put a little flour on my board because I need to knead this dough, and put a little flour on my hand. Just a little bit, my friends. You're not my friends. You're my family. That would have been a disaster. Glad I caught it. So I'm going to knead this a little bit. I'm just sprinkling some flour on here so I can knead it. Nicely kneaded. Okay, you're gonna make a little ball. And what I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this ball. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna spray this bowl with some oil. Make sure you oil your bowl good. I'm gonna put my dough ball in here. And I'm gonna spray it with a little oil on top. Go to sleep, baby. And I'm gonna cover it with some plastic wrap. Okay, I'm gonna cover this with plastic wrap. And it's gonna rise for an hour to an hour and a half. It has to double in size. And you have to put this somewhere warm where there's no draft. You can use the microwave. I'm going to stuff it in my oven because there's no draft coming through there. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, my friends, I'm bringing my dough out. As you can see, it's doubled in size. Woohoo! So that means that everything was done right. Okay, I'm gonna flour these hands of mine. And I'm gonna turn this out onto this board. Throw that over there for a little housekeeping. Get all the air out. What you're doing, you're getting the bubbles out. Very important you get your bubbles out. Now, what I do, I just pinch off something the size of a tennis ball and I roll it around in my hands. And I fold it over and I put it in my baking dish. I guess my apron won't cook. And this is in a 10 by 14 baking dish. So I rolled out something the size of a tennis ball. Roll it in my hand. And then I fold it over like that. And I put it in my baking dish. Now you need to leave room because they are going to expand. So I will be right back because you all don't want to watch me roll dinner rolls, okay? That's boring. And I know y'all don't want to watch that, okay? So I will be right back, family. Have all of them in. So there, I'm going to leave this alone for another hour. Bread takes time for another hour, and then I'll put them in the oven to bake. Okay, guys. See, the rolls are ready to put in the oven. So I'm going to put them in on 350. Let my oven heat up first, and so leave them covered while my oven heats up. And they're going to bake for like 30 to 45 minutes, okay? Because you want to make sure they're nice and they're brown on the bottom too. And then we're going to baste them with a little butter, okay? Nieces and nephews, the rolls are done. So I'm going to brush them a little butter, some butter on them. Make sure each one of them gets some attention. You know, when you bake bread, it just smells up the house. When you bake bread, it just smells up the house. Remind me of when I was in school. You would smell the rolls. Back then, they cooked everything. it wasn't all processed like it is now. And you could smell the vanilla cookies that they served on your tray. But you would, because they started, you come into school started at 8 o'clock. You would smell the scent of bread, fresh bread being baked. Love it, love it, love it. Now I'm going to get one of these. Like I said, they don't have to be perfect shape. You know, you see some of mine, they're not perfect. Like these two, they're not perfect. But I'm going to get let me wash my hands and I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to get one of, touch the pan. I'm going to get one of these. I'm going to open it up. Look at that. Oh, hush. Look at here. I just tore it up nice and soft. What? And these are our wheat rolls. These can be frozen. You can freeze these, okay? So I hope you enjoy watching how I make the honey wheat rolls. Thank you guys for watching my video on how I make my honey wheat dinner rolls. I hope you make these for your family. You see, step by step, it's not hard to bake bread. It's, you know, most important thing is letting that yeast, activate. Most important thing, letting your yeast activate. It's always 2 tablespoons. I'm sorry. What is the yeast? The pack. Where my packet at? When you it's always 2. This yeast. How many pack? Well, on the pack it said add 1/4 cup of water, warm water, and 1 teaspoon of sugar to activate it. And I think it's 2 teaspoons, 2 tablespoons. I can't remember because I don't buy yeast in the jar. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I will see you guys in the next upload. And so, hearts, tight hugs, and kisses to you. I love you guys. Bye.